Wait, no. What happened to my cool little unhinged intro? Oops, I almost forgot. That's right. That's because this isn't the intro. This moment was never supposed to exist. This is not supposed to be happening. You see, this video was supposed to be my own little fun special way of revealing something cool to you. That I, of all people, got to attend the 2025 Oscars. Cause I didn't think that anybody would know. But much to my surprise, the internet and a few live 4K cameras had other plans.
Ariana, what are you doing here?
Listen. I know Garrett.
What are you doing here?
Did you know that an estimated 20 million people watch the Oscars live? And then through various uploads and online clips, that number explodes into hundreds of millions. With my silly ass front and center, I didn't know, okay? So needless to say, it's been a very funny week for me. This week alone, I have heard from several former high school teachers, several various exes, fun, and almost every friend that I have. But without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite interactions of all from all of this have been with you. Nobody's theories about what I was doing there, or reactions to seeing me there, have been better than the internet. Oh, and believe me, right after this video, I'll see you right back here and we're gonna talk about that. Now, as for this video right here that I so rudely interrupted the intro of, explores what you definitely didn't see. And that was the absolute negligence and pure chaos of how I got prepared for this evening. The potential threat of having to spend thousands of dollars, and the dire situation that was attempting to assemble a fit for one of the most prestigious events on the planet, which again, I don't know why I was there. Anyways, let's jump back to a much simpler time. 1 week ago, when I was an unshaven mess, my phone was not being blown up by everyone I've ever known. A time when I was desperately trying to pull off the impossible. Did I succeed? Did I fail? You'll see. So enjoy this very chaotic journey with the past me and present me. We'll see you right after this video to discuss the aftermath of this insane Oscars fiasco. Okay, sorry. Now recue the unhinged intro because this was always supposed to be the beginning. Enjoy. Oh, hello, top of the morning to you. That sucked, didn't feel natural. I'll never say top of the morning to you again. I'm not that guy, but I do mean good morning. And it is actually the morning because I had to wake up very early today, 11:30 a.m. because I have something very important to do today. Sorry, I keep on, I just wanted you to see my spike mug. There's not even coffee in there. There's actually key lime pie LaCroix. Anyways, I have something actually important that I have to do today. I have to go out there in the world and figure out something to wear to the Oscars. That's right, your boy's going to the Oscars. I don't know how it happened. It's just as confusing to me as it is to you, but all that matters in this exact moment is that I am going to the Oscars, and I have nothing, not even close to Oscars worthy, to wear as it stands. And the Oscars are in 2 days, and today is the only day that I have to find the thing that I'm wearing. It is also too late to rent anything, so if I don't find something, I don't know what I'll do, and I cannot throw this look together. There are actual standards for the Oscars that you need to meet, so I have to go find this look right now with you. So help me, for the love of God, help me. Now, to put this situation into perspective, most people, if they learn that they're going to the Oscars, most people spend probably anywhere from $1,000 up to $1 million for their Oscar looks, and they probably do it weeks and months in advance, maybe even a couple years in some people's cases, okay? Me? This. Okay? I don't know why I did this. I'm really not trying to be messy on purpose. I'm not. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think I got a little bit stressed out about the idea of this. Like, I called a couple tuxedo rental places and they were like, okay, well, you know, you need to come in and do measurements. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, we have to like measure every part of you. And I was like, well, no, thank you. I'll call back later. I'll call back later, thanks. And then I never did call back later. So now I'm in a bit of a precarious situation. And by the way, I would actually get rejected. They will not let me into the ceremony. They wouldn't say, oh, you don't look your best, but come on in. There is a strict dress code. And going to the Oscars is probably one of the coolest things that maybe will ever happen to me in my lifespan because I'm deeply obsessed with movies and I've seen everything this year. Let's go, Nora. So today we gotta get out there and find a very specific, extremely formal look, and I will be at the mercy of various thrift stores in Los Angeles. And for the love of God, if it comes down to it, maybe, just maybe I'll have to go to like a, oh my God, don't make me say it, like a mall, like a bougie mall thing. It would probably be a couple $1,000 maybe, or someplace that like produces new clothes. Oh, I don't want it. I hate it. I don't want to wear something that's like new. Does that make sense? I'm a thrift store boy. I always have been. I always will be. That'd be on me. If it comes down to that, that'd be on me. No one else's fault but you, Garrett. That's accountability. That's it. That's what you have to take sometimes, boy. He said to me himself, I have so many things to do. My hair's looking a little rough, a little brassy. I need to clean up everything. I need to shave. I need to do so much. We're fine. Everything's fine. But before I do this, let's talk about something crucial. Whoa, what did my voice just do? Crucial to putting together a fit. And that is to have a vision. And baby, I've got a vision. I'm trying to make you proud. You and also the Oscars ceremony. Oh, I'm sorry, my vision. Let's go to my vision board.
오늘의 날씨 일기예보는 맑음 햇살 밝은 오후
My Oscars vision board. This was absolutely not the best use of my time, and I've severely limited the time that I have to get out there and find the clothes that I need to wear. But I still need you to know where my head's at with it, and nothing could do a better job than this. Because I'm trying to do this right and with intention. And I'm gonna take you through that in just 1 second. But do you really think that I'm gonna show up to the Oscars smelling badly? No way. Branded portion segue, Al. You. Ouch.
Whoa, crazy. That's crazy. I'm outside now. And I put on a jacket. It's called Fashion Sweetheart. Look it up. Okay, hear me out. Have you ever walked past someone and gotten a smell of them and thought, it smells like they really have their life together? And then you kind of go in your head and think, well, how do I smell? Do I smell like a goblin on the loose? But here's the thing. I know I don't smell like a goblin. I'll tell you why. You see, I found a great way to smell like $1 million without spending $1 million. That's right, baby. Scentbird. Yes, guilty as charged. I've been stepping up my fragrance game big time. I got my hands on some new fragrances this month. Best part, they come in these sleek little vials, so you can throw them in your bag and freshen up anytime, anywhere. These are so beautiful. I am in love. First up is called Nosferatu. Nosferatu by Heretic. Oh my god. Is it possible to have a crush on a liquid? This is insane. I am in love with it. Navitas Perfumes, Ambrosia Imperial. This one, wow. I don't know how else to describe this other than having dessert in the house of a trillionaire. I've never had dessert with a trillionaire, but it would smell like this. Please try this one specifically. If you have ever wanted to experiment with high-end colognes without spending a fortune on a huge bottle of it, then Scentbird is literally perfect for you. You can try designer and niche fragrances for just $8 using my code Garrett55 off for your first month. And trust me, you will fall in love. Plus, they have over 700 fragrances to choose from. So if you want to feel like a gothic villain or dessert in a trillionaire's home, and countless other possibilities, there is a fragrance for you, I promise. So if you want to smell ridiculously good without breaking the bank, use my code Garrett55 off, or of course click the link below to get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That is an actual steal. Try it, Scentbird. I love you. Thank you. I'm obsessed. To my Oscars vision board.
Thanks, Scentbird. All right, before I get out there, I need to do this with intention. I'm doing it right. I'm zooming in for this because this is important. I refuse to go to the Oscars looking kinda nice, okay? Because I've messed this up before several times. In fact, let's look at some of my former red carpet looks. I don't really know what that means. Because when I go to this stuff, they actually say, do you want to walk the carpet? And I go, no, because I'm too self-conscious to walk the carpet, so I just kind of hang out in the background and eat. But I do have to dress up for them. So, right, let's rate these looks. First up, Electric State movie premiere. Also, ignore Enter Sawicki during all of these. He always looks handsome and cool. Do you know how exhausting it is to stand next to him all the time? I don't want to hear it in the comments. Oh wait, no, I'll go from oldest to newest. That's a fun idea. Because maybe there will be like a little bit of a positive progression in my style over the years, maybe? Please give me this.
I thought you loved me.
Okay, West Side Story premiere with my friend Rachel. I just went with my safe colors, but not very good. I don't know, let's say a 6.1. Is that too much? Co-hosting the Matrix Resurrections premiere. Wow, really bad. Those are Carhartt work pants. I am getting exhausted just looking at this. My childhood heroes had to look at me and go, yikes. 3.1 out of 10. Okay, this is just my friend's wedding, and I think I looked nice in this picture. Okay, I think I figured it out. And you know, I think why this look resonates with me for the most part is because flowers are covering up 49% of my body and style. So let's go with the 7. Wednesday premiere. Yeah, I just put on a black coat. 2. Mission Impossible, I just do the same thing I always do, which is earth tones. It's none of it's ironed. 4. Oh wait, no, that looks better. 4.1. Ah, damn it, but I'm wearing the same Matrix pants. Oh, and the steel-toed boots. Garrett, not on the red carpet. 2.2. Joker? For the critically acclaimed hit film Joker, too. Andrew and I went with a 70s style. Yeah, this was a good look. Hair made sense for the look, the glasses. Can I give myself like a 8 on this one? I'm going to. I'm doing it. Who cares? Okay, very rare full body image here. I do kind of like the way I look in this, I really do. Because brown's my favorite color. I love earth tones, as you've seen. It's probably a little safe, and I definitely am wearing very beat up combat boots that I wear every single day. And I could have pressed the suit a little bit better too, so like ironed it out or had it dry cleaned. So, a 7.2. Was that fun? I don't know, I clearly need to do better, but that's the point of this. Welcome to my, well, okay, that's the point of this. Welcome to my vision board. There's a strict dress code for the Oscars. It's extremely formal. I need to look dope. I need to go into this with intention, and I need to manifest finding something beautiful out there. So that's what this is for. Let me take you through it. Okay, I made this for you. Okay, I just wanted to put my mind on, just see everything that I was thinking about my look, okay? Okay, I went with my, I started here at my initial inspiration and dreams. This is best case scenario for how I look. That's really what I really want to do is Jamie Foxx in one of my favorite movies ever made, Django Unchained, okay? So since it's so movie-centric, I thought looking like my absolute favorite people would be really sick. So Brendan Fraser in The Mummy, but the Academy would have a problem with double pistols and an entire sawed-off shotgun, so that probably nixes that. Cliff Booth from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hollywood's writing the title. You can't do better than that, okay? But also too casual, so that's out. Whatever, that's the dream. Avoid. Now, why would I say avoid? Oh, sorry, real quick. I forgot to mention the main reason why I need to look nice at these Oscars is because deep down, I am terrified of being judged by Nikki C. Bell.
This is getting ridiculous. I can't even look at it. It's so good. Are you for real? Mess. I'm bored. Oh no. This is a mess. I physically can't.
He could ruin me with two simple words. If he put me in one of his videos and then I come up and he goes, ugh, I can't. I would move into a cave and I would survive off of scorpions and moss for years. I wouldn't emerge, okay? Alright, sorry, I'll get to this. But why did I say avoid to these looks, okay? Because look what happens when you put Emma Stone, this beautiful woman, next to him, okay? Beautiful dress, by the way. But look what happens when you put it next to another loud fashion that a guy is wearing. Listen, I am all for dudes having fun with their fashion. I love crazy suits, I love crazy colors, all that stuff. I feel like the Oscars is such a timeless kind of thing, and call me old-fashioned, but I love the idea of guys dressing very traditionally at the Oscars in order to let the gowns and the ladies shine. 6'4", by the way. Feminist. Jake here is killing what I'm talking about. Gentleman vibes, okay? Look at these beautiful looks right here. See? It's kind of loud, a little messy, but watch what happens here. Come here, Emma. You see? Look at that. Emma Stone gets to shine while Jake Gyllenhaal just kind of blend in and look classic and handsome, okay? He can do no... Oh my god, I love you so much, Jake. Look at his classic looks here. Gilderoy Lockhart ate this look? I think he did. And look at this Lakeith looking handsome as hell. I love the cut of this suit. Oh, sorry, here I just put, best dress I have ever seen in my life. Sorry, that has nothing to do with our personal and very immediate goal, but I just really wanted you to see it. 2012 Oscars, Gwyneth Paltrow in this Tom Ford dress. That is insane. Sorry, next up. And now we have arrived at the final inspiration. But I spelled it like inspo because I'm cool. That's right, baby. My hyperfixation for many years of my life. The Titanic. One of my favorite scenes in movie history is when Jack here gets invited to the first class dinner, but he doesn't have anything to wear. So Kathy Bates here says, honey, they're gonna eat you up, like shrimp or whatever. And then the next scene, she gives him one of her son's suits. And then guess what happens? Everyone's expecting Jack to come out looking like this, dressed like this, and he shows up like this. Oh my god. I love that movie so much. I had this running record when I was a child of watching the Titanic 61 times, and if you do the math, that's insanity. If you have not seen 1997 Titanic, what's going on? Sorry, but that's how I want to look at the Oscars. Because look at that. Is the actual Titanic ship not the most Oscars-coded thing you have ever seen in your life? Look at that. Those are practically the awards on top. The color palette. The blues and the black. It just looks so... The gold? And if I could have a little touch of red somewhere, and sort of like cosplay as the Titanic, I want to look like that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to look as clean and nice as Leo with maybe some of those like Titanic colors. But yeah, I just really need to look nice for this because my fashion sense, it can just... Like, right now... Hang on, let me just... These are the shoes I'm wearing. That's gotta tell you something, right? Okay, oh god, and it is 2:17 p.m. This is not a dire, horrible situation. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find my look to go to the Oscars because that is a reasonable thing to do, Garrett. Everything's gonna be fine. I need to leave right now and go. Let's go. Okay. All right. Well, I got my vision board over the door, so I don't know how to leave.
To pull off what I hoped would be a miracle, I traveled to a magical place in Los Angeles called Burbank, which has the highest density of thrift stores and antique shops in strange places that you can imagine on one street. There is no other place where you can find a diamond-encrusted bra and an actual human skeleton less than 200 feet away from each other. And I'd go as far as to say that for me personally, it is actual heaven, which is why I have to stay very far away from it because I already have too much stuff. And if I could find, you know, an actual former human being for sale on this street, then certainly I could find a look good enough for the Oscars. It just takes a lot of searching through a lot of stores, and that was the plan. First store was Goodwill. So you see this little sloth that I assume is also a candy bucket of some kind? You see that glimmer of hopelessness in his eyes? Well, that's how I felt after an hour of combing through this Goodwill with almost less than nothing to show for it. Well, not less than nothing. These shoes were the only glimmer of hope that I had, but they were size 9, which is extremely not my size. Although it wasn't a complete bust because I did find a copy of The Mummy Returns and Hercules on VHS. I also found a new rocking chair for my friend Manya because hers broke and she's been sitting on a dead plant for the past 2 months. So Goodwill was a bit of a bust. Not for Manya, for me. No big deal, plenty more stores on this street. Store 2 was a costume shop, and believe me, they had plenty of stuff that I really wanted, but nothing that I needed. I did find this tie that reminded me of the inside of one of those Mormon hymn books, and if you were also raised a Mormon, you know what I'm talking about. Rock on. I did find one beautiful suit with potential, but as is the case with 80% of things that I try on, it was too small. I love this store so much, but I had to move on from it. Next shop, and this store, it looks like it was decorated only for hot alternative guys named Clive, Dakota, or Lucian to shop at, which just turned me off, so I left. I rifled through 3 more thrift stores looking for my tux, but the only thing I found was temptation. It is really, really hard for me to walk away from items like this, and I was getting a little nervous at this point because it was already 4 p.m. and these shops close early, and I was losing steam fast, so I stopped in a coffee shop for my favorite little treat. I call it a cold broke, like cold brew and Coke, because you order a 12-ounce cold brew and a Diet Coke, and then you just mix them together. It is peak, and unless you have tried it for yourself, don't give me sass. Don't sass me about it, okay? Me and my new caffeine buzz from my cold broke spent the next several hours going through many thrift stores with, again, nothing to show for it, and I was getting increasingly nervous about the very immediate threat of having to go to some soulless mall in probably Beverly Hills and spend $3,000 on a tuxedo. Oh, and they'd have to like measure me with their hands. I was feeling so down and out about not finding my tux yet that I almost bought this human leg, which would have been a real bad idea for several reasons.
Oh no, that's the moon. Get out of here, moon. That means I'm running out of time. Hey, bud. Maybe I'll come to church sometime if you help me find an extremely specific suit for a 6'4", 200-pound man.
So I had spent the day searching and searching and searching until finally the sun was going down, and both spiritually and physically, this is where I was at.
Shucks. Shucks.
That is, until this moment.
Oh my God. Dude? Hold, don't even look right now. I don't even want you to see right now. The lighting's terrible in here. I don't know if I found it. That's if I'm being honest. I'm being an optimist right now. I do not know if I found it. I am 72% sure I found it, and I need to try it on to make sure that I found it. There was one last store. It is an incredible store that sells old production clothing. They were open for about 15 more minutes when I came across it. By old production clothing, I mean when a movie set clears out, a TV show ends or something, they sell all the clothes to this incredible place. I got a little bit of footage when I was on the inside of it, but just these couple clips because they were like, it's closing now, bring your things to the register. They had this tux in there. It is a complete tuxedo. It is complete. When I saw it, my heart went. My first thought was like, what if that's not my size? What if I found the most beautiful tuxedo in Los Angeles right now? And what if it's too tiny for me, like everything is? Because the store was closing, I did not have time to try it on in there. I didn't care. If anything, worst case scenario, this really doesn't fit me that well at all, and I can take it and have some emergency alterations. I have a couple friends who do fashion. Maybe they could help me in a dire situation. So I need to try it on, and if it fits me, I don't know what I'll do. Okay, to the Oscars inspiration, to the Oscars inspiration room. Okay, so I'm going to try it on now. Let's really, really, really hope that it fits decently enough. Like I said, we could have it taken in. So this is from a Warner Brothers movie set. I don't know which one. And it was worn by a stuntman. Also, you should know, it's not really in good condition in terms of just being wrinkled. Based on what I know of its story, and I'll tell you more when I get it on. So be gentle on it if it doesn't look that good initially, a little too wrinkled. It's fine. We can fix that with emergency dry cleaning that's down the street from me. I'm gonna try it on. Let's hope this fits. There's a couple tux accessories that technically I do need to go get tomorrow. Not a big deal. I could find those at like 5 places I can think of tomorrow morning like that, so no big deal. Shirt seems to fit extremely well. Kind of knew that going into it. It was my exact size. This is insane. Okay, this fits my arm. I can already tell, and in goes. This fits like a damn glove. Now for the pants. Oh God, please let the pants fit. The pants are the biggest risk for me 192% of the time. I will buy pants in my exact size, and based on who makes them, I go to put them on and they do not fit over my beefy thighs. So this is all about to fall apart or go really well. I'm gonna just put the pants on off camera. You don't want to see that. One of my legs just went into these pants. Dude, it's fitting around my waist. Well, I can't believe this is real. Although I can, because of optimism. But oh my God. I mean, listen. And don't even look at this room. I had guests. Don't worry about it. Whenever I shop in thrift stores, I always find like any woman close to me and I just go, hey, I'm sorry, I don't really know stuff like this. Like, does this fit? Like I kind of use everyone as like my mom, like temporarily. I'll just be like, hey, can you tell me, like, does this fit me? And sometimes they'll be like, oh, honey, And most of the time they'll be like, oh, honey, no, not at all. So I'm using you right now. Tell me, does this fit? Feels like it does. Does it look like it does? I mean, the shirt's perfect. Sorry, I've come undone. Sorry, I will button that up. Wait, can I stand on something? Maybe I'll find a ladder to help you see the pants. Hang on. Oh, God, sorry, I just got this from outside. It was in a shed and it's very cold, and if a black widow crawls out of me, I'm gonna throw up. Okay, see if you can see the pants. Whoa, that works. You can kind of see them, right? Can you see the pants? Imagine me walking up to Steven Spielberg at the Oscars like this, and he goes, okay, I'm thinking those are nice pants. I don't see any stains or anything, dude. They fit over my damn thighs. Look at that. Okay, honestly, between Gilderoy Lockhart and Lakeith Stanfield, I'd probably say I look more, well, in terms of the tux, people always mistake me for Lakeith Stanfield. Sorry, I'd say of all the things we got closest to, that's who we got closest to, is the guy from Get Out who goes, yes. Of course it is. But perhaps most importantly, we don't look too unlike this, okay? White, that, okay? Gold hair, brassy, because I need to put a purple hair mask on. What? Maybe I'm reaching, but that's what I want to feel like. Oh, sorry, cost. I'm gonna break down the cost for you now.
Do the work and reach the end of it. Selling game and pimping penny.
Now, okay, so there was the tag, hang on. So this one was like in the interior pocket, just loose. So the place that I found it, right, like I said, they sell old production clothing. So in a TV show or movie wraps at Warner Brothers or any of these studios, they have tons and tons and tons of clothes. The actors have to have clothes, the stunt people have to have clothes, the props people, there's squibs that go off for some movies that get, blood on them and stuff. They have to buy like, 5 to 10 of the same item for a lot of the times for movies. So this store sells those old clothes, which is so cool. But it's an old stunt tux from a movie that I get to wear to the Oscars. And look at that. You see that? Stunt DKS. I don't know what DKS means. It might be an actor's initials or something, or stunt department. I don't know. I looked up the suit. It retails for around $900. What did I get it for? This entire tux was $50. $50. I guess I'm going to that church that I said I would go to. I guess I've got plans this Sunday. The shirt I got for $11, by the way. It is a tuck shirt that I found. That is crazy that I found that too. I know this is weird because the video is gonna come out after the Oscars have happened. So did you see me standing behind a celebrity on the red carpet going like, why am I here? Maybe. I think that's probably like the most likely case for how this will go, is I'm sheepishly just lurking around somewhere. I have no idea what to expect. As I showed you earlier, I've been fortunate enough to go to some fun kind of Hollywood stuff, like for some reason, but the Oscars is a whole nother level. It's really mind-numbing to think that I'm going to be there in a matter of, really, if I think about it, hours. Like a little less, dude? I can't do this right now. I'm gonna freak out. Okay, focus, Garrett. All right, here's my big speech moment, okay? You ready for this? Sorry if I look insane. Oh, I'm gonna add a song with Titanic vibes for this. This right here is an item that I have had since I was about 8 years old, okay? It is a third-class Titanic ticket, White Star Line ticket. Well, a replica of one that I've cherished forever. I got it in a Titanic collector's box. It's really cool. I still have all the stuff. I look through it all the time to this day. I'm obsessed with the Titanic, okay? So one of my little secrets for the night of the Oscars is that I'm gonna keep this thing on me. I'm gonna keep it tucked right here in this little pocket. Well, I need to take
take it out when I give it to the dry cleaners, but I'm gonna have it in its pocket when I get it back. But I'm gonna keep it on me. In the spirit of my main inspiration for this, Jack from Titanic. And because in my heart and in my head, I kind of want to vibe like Titanic that night. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this. I do. I've been obsessed with it my whole life and I'll always be like this forever. But my point is that third class ticket will be right on me during the Oscars. And if you think about it, am I that unlike Jack on the Titanic? I know I don't look like Jack. I keep my ego in check, all right? But I kind of am, with pride, a third class guy who's going to be around a bunch of very first class people and feeling like I'm not quite sure why I'm there while wearing a used tuxedo that does not technically belong to him. I don't know. Maybe that's just my fantasy. It probably is. I don't know if I make sense at all, ever. But that does make sense in my head. But I'm gonna have my little Titanic third class ticket on me to feel the part, and that'll make me feel really cool. As for now, I have to cut the cameras. I have so much to do, including sleep, including a lot of hair stuff, because I gotta wake up early and get a lot of stuff done before going to the Oscars. I will finish the look. I will do everything I need to do to finish this look. As for revealing the final look, I'll find a clever way to do it in the edit. There's very strict rules and like etiquette more so about the Oscars, about bringing your phone in and filming stuff like that I will be respecting. So this isn't gonna turn into a situation where I continue this energy of like, you know, sort of vlogging the experience, you know, into the Oscars. Not cool at all. That would actually suck so bad. And I would never want to be about that life, even if I could get away with it. So I just wanted to take you through this experience. As for what it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm very stoked, and as for now, wish me luck. Right, here's a good time to pause it. So at this point, I was going to, you know, comb through some of the 4K Oscars footage and be able to circle, you know, my face up in the top right corner and be like, haha, that was me, you know, and then people would go, oh, that's kind of a funny little thing to make an unhinged video about. It just went differently than I expected, okay? Well, you saw, you know, early on in the beginning of this video, with all the things on the internet, there were so many funny things that it was, like, even now when speaking about it, I'm flustered over my own words because I get pretty, overstimulated sometimes, and I feel like for 3 days I couldn't think. I was just, you know, even just people text messaging me like normal sometimes, it take a long time to get back, and I'm just kind of like, oh, sorry, I was kind of doing my own thing and stuff, and for 3 days it was just kind of, I was just kind of frozen. I don't want you to think that this was any sort of bad thing. It was super fun. The evening was remarkable, and because what happened with the internet's awareness of me being at the Oscars, you know, the next day I made an Instagram post about it, and I was very public about it because I had to be. You know, I thought it would be this video revealing it, but it turned out to be the live Oscars revealing it. The fact that I was there. So it was a very funny experience. And yeah, I cannot say enough positive about how beautiful the actual ceremony was and how much I absolutely loved it.
Oh, Garrett, jump scare. Is this strange for me to be interrupting myself while I'm speaking? I think so. But you know why I'm doing it? I was just editing this and I thought, I really respect your time as a person. And so I did really want to tell you, I hope you're having fun watching this video, but I did want to just inform you that I think the rest of it is very entertaining. I really enjoy the things I talk about, but I do want to let you know that it's me kind of just yapping about the Oscars and the post-Oscars craziness and responding to, you know, people's their theories about what I was doing there, and I hope you keep on watching. But I did just want to say that the rest of the video is pretty low-key, and it's just a yap session, and perhaps this is extremely neurotic of me to be telling you right now that, hey, the rest of the video is just me talking and being myself, so if you want that, I'm just warning you. So maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now. I should probably go to therapy. I don't know. I'm only doing it because I think this video went on so much longer than I ever assumed it would. It's like, I thought this video was gonna be like 15 minutes, and I'm now realizing that in real time during the edit, like, damn, this video is like 40 minutes. Because I don't know your life. You could have a baby to take care of right now that's waiting for peas to be fed to him or a dog to walk, and I'm just talking? And I'm going on and talking? You might have more important things to do. Bet you never thought you'd see my microphone. Sorry. But I like long videos. I don't know. I watch a lot of long videos. That's why I'm okay with it. Oh, wait, you might like me talking. Whoa. Anyways, I just wanted to, what? Is it so wrong to want to communicate? You're being manipulative right now. Okay, sorry. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video if you want to keep on just having a low-key moment with me. Love you. Sorry. Keep on talking, other Garrett from like a day ago. I cannot say enough positive about how beautiful the actual ceremony was and how much I absolutely loved it. I was on cloud 9, and the stuff that happened afterwards with people and, you know, strangers and funny things on the internet, adored it. It was very, very cool, and I genuinely like that I was able to be there and be myself and just be clapping and happy and thrilled to be there, because there was no point that I knew cameras were filming me. When you're there,
you're just seeing a bunch of, you know, like you can imagine what it's like here. There's cameras everywhere. There's a couple people here and there, and you think they're filming people next to you. You don't know that you're being looked at. I saw so many comments on the internet about my presence there, and they were extremely funny. One of them just said like something like along the lines of like, oh, not a single thought in his brain, just clapping. Valid. I mean, I was just completely submitted to the joy of, you know, the Oscars, and again, I'm only going to discuss what you saw, what was visible. Director of Anora was behind me, the cast of Wicked in front of me, and I don't even. I love movies so much that it was just a very surreal moment to be amongst this very ritualistic, classic American thing. And when I say amongst it, I mean amongst it. You know what I'm saying? If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this, but afterwards, there were no after parties for me. I was exhausted. I was so overstimulated. I needed to go to the grocery store and get those strawberry shortcake ice cream bars. And I came home and I got 2 of them and I took a bath and I ate them in the bath, and that was my Vanity Fair party. I loved it. Oh yeah, I took a photo in the grocery store with this bag of goldfish that I got. Oh, and after the Oscars, I found this Jello Hot Wheel that I've been looking for 2 months. I came home and did a little photo shoot with my new camera because my mom was like, oh, get some nice photos of yourself looking handsome. She doesn't sound like that. Sorry, Mom. So I did. At this point, I will be brief, truly. I just want to talk about a couple things that I did see on the internet. Of course, first came the TikToks, the Ariana, what are you doing here? With me at the Oscars and people zooming in. Because I get that all the time anyways, because I comment all the time on Instagram because I think it's really fun just to like say whatever I want on Instagram, and people kind of notice that. Like, you've probably seen my comments on Instagram and be like, why is he always commenting? Because I think it's funny. So this was like the magnum opus of, Ariana, what are you doing here? Every time the camera pans to Garrett Watts in the Oscars audience, I saw that joke a few times. Premium. 10 out of 10. Great work. Why is Garrett at the Oscars? I saw that a lot. And I saw a lot of theories about it, okay? The comments on as to why I was there. This one is one of my favorites, I think. He is besties with Renee Zellweger. She probably brought him. I liked that comment because I was just trolling. I liked that comment and encouraged this conversation about me being best friends with Bridget Jones. This is so good to me. And then of course people were like, oh, I think that person met Rachel Zegler, and people were like, oh yeah, they're friends, they know each other. And then people assumed, oh, Rachel probably brought him to the Oscars since she presented. Oh, this one was incredible. What is he doing there? Someone asked. He's a Nepo baby. His parents have been in the industry and his uncle is an entertainment lawyer. He just hit it really well. I'm not mad at that at all. It's very funny to me. Do I even have to say this? That's not true. None of that's real. My mom, who I love my parents, I love what they do. My mom's a flight attendant and my dad is a funeral director and many other things. Nope, no Nepo baby, no wealthy parents. Someone said Garrett's giving rich parents by being at the Oscars. He probably bought, what? That's not a real thing. I got sent this image a lot. Garrett at the Oscars, valid. That has nothing to do with the Oscars, but it is my favorite thing right now. I think it's very funny. A lot of people gassing me up, very sweet, saying very complimentary things about, you know, saying you look handsome. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I tried, as you saw for the past 20 minutes. I desperately tried. Can't wait for a video about this in 5 months, huh? That's what someone really said to me. Well, fair. But I defied your low expectations of me, didn't I? Someone said he's always so happy to be anywhere. That's true. I really do like existing. I don't know. I love this. I love being alive. I feel very grateful to be alive in this moment, to be healthy and be able to move around and exist. I am generally a pretty happy guy, but when I'm in an environment like that, when I'm surrounded by people I love, or friends, or video games, or, you know, whatever, I peak, dude. And so, me at the Oscars, just like clapping, like, what is it? A seal that claps? Or an otter? Are those the same thing? They have to be different. I was just losing it. I loved Anora, and now I know Anora won Best Picture. I loved Anora so much, so I was very happy to see it getting celebrated. Someone said, this is the 4th Oscars I've seen him at. What is happening? My Shayla. A lot of people are saying my Shayla to me. I actually don't know what that means. I will figure it out. God, sorry it got brighter. The sun's coming out. I haven't slept in so long. I need to stop talking and go to bed. I know that's how I end most videos, is by saying I haven't slept
slept in a long time. It's very true, and it's very concerning. I really do need to go to bed. Let me give it up for these last two incredible comments. Someone said, I would definitely watch a chaotic 2-hour get ready with me for the Oscars. Baby, you got it. Congrats, you're a psychic. But speaking of real psychics, this comment is crazy. Considering this video and my inspiration wall, somebody said, this look, especially the hair, is like a combination of Jack from Titanic and Rick O'Connell from The Mummy. This is peak unhinged material. I actually want to hit up this person and be like, hey, like, I think you have some signals in your brain, like some psychic stuff. That's crazy. That all three of those things, the fact that I have an unhinged video that I had shot before this and talked about my inspirations being Jack and Rick O'Connell, that's crazy to me. I am so tired of the sound of my own voice. If you saw me at the Oscars, or if you saw any internet content of me at the Oscars, and that gave you a thrill, then that gives me a thrill. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. I had such a beautiful time going. I love movies so much. And please let me ask you, I'm always asking you a question for the comments. I love talking to y'all. Please tell me a movie that you have seen and genuinely recommend from the bottom of your heart. I would love that. I don't think I've never asked about movies ever, but what's more appropriate than an Oscars video to ask about either your favorite movie ever made or one that you love deeply. I don't even want to start. I literally do not even want to start with you right now, because that could be an entire, not video, not tangent, that could be a channel for me. So I won't even say nothing. You tell me what movies you like. All right, Moulin Rouge. That's one of my top 10. Jeez Louise. Twist my arm. Okay, sorry, I won't say anymore. 28 days later, it's a perfect 10. What more do you want? Danny Boyle making a zombie movie? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say any more. No, please tell me a movie that you love. I would love to hear that. And as for revealing the question that I've seen about, at least 1,000 times now on the internet is, the ultimate question. What was Garrett doing at the Oscars? One of the sweetest things I saw on the internet was, a lot of people were asking it in just a funny, silly way. Like a very, oh my god, what's Garrett doing at the Oscars? No one was asking it like a, what's Garrett doing at the Oscars kind of way. Because I'd like to think that people just responded to seeing me be joyful, and so no one was like, what's he doing there? I think I saw a couple of those, but I never care about weird comments on the internet, ever. Someone said the sweetest thing that I won't soon forget. They said, why not Garrett at the Oscars? I know it sounds simple, but I thought about it and I was like, yeah, why's it gotta be some big splash? You know what I mean? Of course there's things that I could say that maybe you want me to. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been obsessed with movies. I still have all my physical media. I have 1,000 DVDs and Blu-rays. I've lived here for, you could argue decades if you really stretched it, because I've been coming out here since I was 14 years old, trying to make moves in the film industry and working on 100 sets, and it's such a funny thought. I have been so dedicated to entertainment and film and the love of it and movies and all this stuff. Personally, I'm not saying I do a lot forward facing for that. No, there's others who do so much more than I do. But it was a funny thing to see. Why not Garrett at the Oscars? I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'm done talking. No more words from me. Love you. Bye. Be good.